It is 6 o'clock in the heart of the Texas Hill Country, and you're listening to Eat, Play, Live with me, Andi P, the show that's chasing dreams and crushing goals. My goal here is to help you live a healthier, happier, more balanced life. That's right, each and every day. And our focus for this year is learning to love ourselves unconditionally, because you only live once, right? We do only live once, but if we do it right, once is enough. So YOLO, baby, that is the focus of our show tonight. YOLO, which is defined by the actual dictionary. Remember that when that was a book? Now we just Google it, but you know what I mean. YOLO is defined as you only live once, expressing the view that one should make the most of the present moment without worrying about the future, but it's often used as a rationale for impulsive and reckless behavior. So that's going to be the deal tonight, is figuring out how to YOLO without it being a problem. Could it be a problem? Well, of course it could, because we're human and that's what we do. We make problems out of things. So I would say maybe it needs to have a warning label, like dance like no one is watching. However, email like those words may be read in court. Yeah, think about what you're doing. Think about the repercussions that it may have. And yes, the truth is, so life is short. We do need to live in the moment, of course. So how do we make the most of today while striving for a better tomorrow? Can you do both at the same time? Well, you know what came to mind? This is going to be a gratuitous plug, but solar. Solar energy is a way that you can make the most of today, right? You can save money today on your utilities. Don't pay utilities. Just get your energy from the sun while making a better tomorrow, because it's sustainable, renewable. It's doing the right thing for our future, for our environment. Yes, I own a solar company, but I can give myself a shout out, right? So it was a good example. And that is our slogan, solar today for a better tomorrow. So I couldn't help but go there. So forgive me for that. But that is the idea. Okay. Make today great. Make it amazing. Make it everything it possibly can be. But make sure what you're doing is also a win for tomorrow. For you, not just for you, but for your future, your children, your grandchildren, whomever is to come after. Yeah, that's what we need to keep in mind as we YOLO our way through 2022, which we're actually pretty far along in 2022. Have you noticed that? We're in November already. Do you feel like each year just goes faster and faster? I know. So if your YOLO is creating an unhealthy future for yourself or trash for your children and your grandchildren and future generations, well, then you're just being selfish. You are. So I'm going to call you out right now. All right. So we are listening to Eat, Play, Live, and let's start with eat. Yeah. How does YOLO apply to how we eat? Well, you know it does. You do it all the time. Think of things that might go through your head like, well, my budget calls for ramen, but all my friends want to go to the hibachi steakhouse. YOLO. How about, I was planning to start my healthy eating today, but I just remembered that ice cream that's in the freezer. YOLO. I know that dairy upsets my stomach, but that cheese tray is so inviting. YOLO. See what I'm saying? It comes into play all the time with stuff that we eat. And none of those are real YOLO situations. None of those are improving your life by making the impulsive decision. They're you making excuses to enjoy this particular moment, the instant gratification that we all love so much, eating what is just right in front of you instead of making the more difficult choice of walking away. Remembering your long-term health goals, your long-term fitness goals. Yes, I know. Sorry to kill your YOLO joy, but food may actually play the biggest role in breaking down the YOLO view, because if you continue with that attitude of do it now, deal with it later, well, those results, the later results, you're going to find yourself fat and sick and unable to even enjoy the future that you've been putting everything off. You know, I'm going to enjoy it when I get there. Well, obesity is out of control in our society. So are the health problems that go along with it. So how are you going to be able to do all those amazing things in life that you really want to do when you're too overweight and unhealthy to do them? You see where I'm going with this? I know it's no fun. We're adulting today because we're going to do things that are good today. They're great today. They make today wonderful, but they also make tomorrow doable and possible. You know, I lost 65 pounds when I was in my mid-30s, and the one regret, I say not to have regrets, but I have a regret, and that's that I didn't do it sooner. I damaged my body by carrying that much weight for as long as I did. I'm very grateful I didn't carry it longer, and I'm very grateful that I don't seem to have any lasting health problems from that. But you don't shrink back exactly the way you remember yourself looking back in the day. When I was skinny back then, yeah, it doesn't shrink back like that. It doesn't look the same. So the longer you wait, the worse it gets. And the thing is, losing just 10% of your body weight has drastic results. It is a turning point. Okay, those of you watching on Facebook Live are going to have to forgive my camera keeps sinking. So you're like getting a view of the counter. You know, that is the way life goes, isn't it? So, as I was saying, 10%. If you can lose 10% of your body weight, that will turn a corner for a lot of health problems, right? Diabetes, heart disease, but sometimes it's already gone too far to completely turn that back around. So that makes you think. Maybe all those YOLO decisions weren't such great decisions, maybe. So I ask you to just tuck that away in that part of your brain that helps you in those moments to remember, what are you really living for? You know, this moment, this particular moment, or maybe an overall better, higher quality life. Yeah. All right, let's get into more fun stuff, okay? Let's talk about playing, because YOLO, a lot different when we talk about playtime, right? That's where the good stuff happens. And when I think about YOLO plus playtime, I think of my good friend, and I'm going to call her Sally, because I don't actually know any girls named Sally, so nobody will... let's just say the name has been changed to protect the not so innocent, right? But I see this gal, her posts on Facebook are a moment, just amazing. And she does the whole hashtag YOLO frequently. Okay. When she's up to some shenanigans, that's going to be her hashtag. And they feature just great nights out with the girls. People, they're dressing up for whatever occasion. They're hanging out at the beach. There's always a lot of fireball involved. It's just crazy shenanigans all over the world. She's amazing to follow on Facebook. And people who don't know her in person, well, they've got the wrong idea. They probably are getting the wrong idea, as most people do if they get their only information about people from social media. Don't do that. That's not the whole story. This is this little shiny thing that you're seeing. You are not seeing the whole story. And that's the thing. And why I I love that she hashtags that because she is, to me, an example of someone who is doing it right. She's doing YOLO right. And that's the thing, because I happen to know this gal, Sally, very well. And I know that she actually lives debt-free. She has a job that requires her to travel to all those places all around the world. She's not just like flitting and flatting off doing whatever. No, she's working. And so the pictures she's posting are like after hours or, when she's not working. Then let's see. I know she eats healthy. I know she packs her food, even though she travels for a living, she packs her food and plans ahead so that she can keep eating healthy and do so with balance. So say she has a trip to Paris or Amsterdam where, yes, you're going to want to eat some of the food there, but she packs the food until she gets there. She eats right along the way. And then, okay, so now you're going to go out and have the dinner, do the thing. You're in the place. Healthy balance, very healthy balance. So I know that she will drop everything to help a family member or a friend that's in need. I know she organizes gatherings for friends who maybe aren't so good at just going and doing, some of us are like, yeah, sign me up, I'm there. And then the night of, they're like, no, I just want to stay in my jammies. Am I calling you out? Yeah. Well, she would not let you. She will plan it and she will get you there and you'll have the best time. So this is the kind of person that I think a lot of us strive to be, and a great example of the lessons that I do try to impart in this show. Eat well to nourish your body. 80 to 90% of the time. I'm not saying all the time. And when you have your cheat meal, even if it's not in Paris or Amsterdam or wherever, when you have your cheat meal, enjoy it. Make the most of it. Exercise. About 5 days a week. Yeah, do it a lot. Move your body. Our bodies were created for movement, not for sitting still. I prefer 6 actually, but I'm going to let you off the hook at 5. Move your body. And then on those rest and recovery days, soak them up. Enjoy the hammock, the staying in your bed, whatever it is you do to rest and recover because you've put in the work. And then dream, explore, wander into those new adventures. Live in such a way that even if given another opportunity to live your life all over again, you'd still choose to live it exactly the way you're doing right now. How's that for a challenge? And as we move into our live segment tonight, I ask you, what does that look like? What does the life you want to create actually look like? What are you doing today that's going to make that a reality? What are you doing that's keeping it from becoming a reality? Yeah, because here's the deal. We can think about the things that we would like to see happening in our life and we'd like to manifest, but it can be really overwhelming sometimes figuring out how to get from here to there. Yeah, there's a lot of unknown and fear and stuff in between, and we may not know how to navigate that. And especially if you're not really thrilled with where you're at now, it makes it even harder to figure out how to get there. So, you know what I say about a lot of things, write it down. Write it down. Write down what some of your goals are. Write down some of the things that you would like to see happen, manifest, become real. And then maybe you don't know the steps. Don't worry about the steps to get there right now. How about you write down what isn't helping? Create yourself a whole column of things that you're doing that are preventing you from getting where you want to go. And I thought of some examples. Drink less alcohol, no matter who you are. Unless you drink none, I guess you can't really drink less, but less alcohol generally helps because, Yeah, we got time. We'll go into the because there are so many things that, you could be so much more productive maybe in the evenings, except once you've had that glass of wine or two, you're kind of like done for the day. Or maybe you have physical, I know for me right now, I'm training for a marathon and I'm cutting back on the drinking because it's less fun to run. I feel more sluggish. I can't even explain it exactly. I just feel better if I drink less. Okay, put it that way. And it's not that I drink a ton, but less helps. So write that down as a way, something, if you're drinking more than you should, that is getting in the way of where you want to be. Stop the stinking thinking. I've been told that a lot. What's going on in here? You got to stop that. If it's negative, if it's telling you you can't, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, any of those things, stop that. Just stop. If it's saying you're not strong enough, no, that's stinking thinking. It's not real and it's not helping you get where you want to go at all. Don't let people take advantage of you. Do you let people kind of walk on you a little bit? Or maybe just, you give them more leeway than you should? Stop. Quit procrastinating. Don't put it off. Deal with it right now. If you are a procrastinator, and I promise you I am one as well, so I'm not trying to really judge you here, but stop. If you want to see these great things that you want for your life, then you've got to just don't put them off. Because time, like I said, don't the years seem like they're going by faster and faster? Well, the procrastinating, maybe it wasn't such a big deal when you were 14 to put something off for a week, but it's a bigger deal now. Yeah. Stop staying up past your bedtime. Do you have a bedtime? Do you think you've outgrown the need for a bedtime? Well, maybe you need to think of a time when you should be going to bed so that you're getting adequate rest, because rest is so vital. And if you are not getting the sleep you need, you are not going to be able to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish. Your brain is not going to function the way it should. Your body's not going to function the way it should. So get some sleep. What a simple solution to like just about every problem in the universe. Enough sleep will help in some form or fashion. Don't tolerate the mess. If there is mess around you, if your house is messy, your office, your desk, whatever, if there is a ton of mess around you, it bogs you down and it's getting in your way. You're tripping over the mess, whether you realize it or not. Stop ignoring your needs. Your needs are vital. Self-care is super important, and so many times we put ourselves at the very bottom of the list as far as who we're taking care of. So I give you these examples because these are very common things that a lot of us do. And when you look at them, those are exactly the things that are keeping us from accomplishing what we want to accomplish in our lives. Also, don't buy cheap stuff. If you hear me like moving on, nothing is working tonight, y'all. My light has turned off. My stand is falling over. Like, it's just ridiculous. And that's okay, because that's kind of how it goes, right? We just keep moving forward and we keep doing what we need to be doing. And I'm going to put this on my list. Don't buy cheap stuff. If you need a stand and a light to hold your phone, get a good one that's actually going to work, because otherwise you're going to end up having to buy another one. And that goes for so many things. You know what I'm talking about. Replacing bad habits with good habits is going to take you in a better direction. No matter what the outcome is that you're trying to get to and you're trying to achieve, start implementing those good habits. Start putting those things in place, those boundaries and those healthy choices and those not so YOLO-ish things. Start putting those in place, and then things will just start moving in a better direction. It will happen. It's organically how that is going to happen. Make you the best you can be, and then fall in love with the you that you created. Yeah. Our lives are never perfect, but life is always a beautiful thing. Choose to see the beauty. Choose to make it wonderful. Choose to love life, and it will love you back. I'm Andi P, and I hope your takeaway from this show is that, we may only live once, but if we do it right, once is enough. No matter where you are today, where you are in your life, I am glad that you are here with me. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the things, all the places. eatplaylive.andy. I will be there. Keep joining me right here on Lone Star 102.5 FM and Facebook Live every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget to turn your clocks back this weekend. I know, I hate it too, but we have to. And let's figure out how we can get them to stop doing that. Anyway, I digress. Don't forget to do it because it is still a thing. Until next week, peace out.